Tony Pearson. Welcome to another one of our sales actions videos. Today I'm talking about how to prepare a sales campaign. A lot of the companies that I work with tend to get stuck on starting sales activity simply because they haven't got the clarity on who they should be targeting and how they should be going about that. So today's video, 5 minutes long, it should give you the actions you need to take forward to be able to set up a sales campaign. In subsequent videos, we're going to address some really key actions, some good tips for running those campaigns really effectively. So the first tip really to get things going is to clearly define your target audience. Now, most of the companies I work with are business-to-business companies, and what you're looking to do is define your target market in 3 key areas. First being the sector that you want to speak to. Second being the size of the company and what's relevant there in terms of their turnover and number of employees. And thirdly, the geography, whether you're targeting locally, regionally or nationally. So the best way to try and define what's good for you is to have a look at your existing customer base. What do your customers look like and who looks like them? If you work with a lot of accountants, for example, you can collate data to get more accountants in a particular region that you want to speak to. Now, it might be that you just exclusively work with accountants and you want to look a lot further afield, target regionally or nationally. It might be that accountants is one of many types of customers that you work with and you want to focus a little bit more locally. And also have a look at the size. What spending power do they need to be able to use your product or service? What size of company do they need to be for it to be effective, that kind of thing, and define a number of employees or a size of turnover, which means that you've got customers which look a lot like your existing customers. And then you've got the framework then to begin planning your sales campaign because you've clearly defined your target audience. The best thing you can do to get that sales campaign going is actually produce a case study of companies that you have already worked with. So to stick with the accountants, for example, if you do a 1-page document which says a little bit about that accountancy, what they were doing before you met them, what problem they had that you went and solved, then talk about how you helped them, the precise sort of actions you took, then talk about the benefits of what they got, so where they were once you'd worked with them, once you delivered your product or service for them, and get that backed up at the end of the case study by a small testimonial from that accountant to say that they were happy with what happened, that they would recommend you to other accountants. You've got the absolute base material to begin a sales campaign, because what it allows you to do is contact other accountants, not just because your product or service might be of interest to them or might help them, but you've got solid material to send through to that accountant to say, so I want you to have a look at this is what we've done with other accountants, and it'll prove in detail precisely what you can do for that next accountant that you're looking to work with. And it's not your words that you're saying this might benefit you, it's another accountant saying this is what we did and this is how we benefited. So just to recap those 2 action points from this video: 1, define your target audience, have a look at your existing customers and make notes around the sectors of the businesses, the size of the companies, and the geography, what is sensible for you to target across. And secondly, produce case studies. You can do this for each and every client if you need to, which takes you into another sector or another area, and then produce case studies which, 1, show where that customer was initially, 2, shows what you did for them, what your intervention was, just a little bit of detail about your product or service, 3, how they benefited, what's better now, and how they've progressed, how you've helped them out, and 4, a testimonial which says they would recommend you on to other people. You've then got the absolute cornerstones for producing a really effective sales campaign. If you watch subsequent videos to this, I'm going to talk more about tips for those campaigns. We're going to look at telesales scripts, we're going to look at how to follow things up, emails to send out. So plan your campaign with those starting points, and then watch the rest of the videos. Thank you very much.